Hello and welcome to Game 6 of the tourney, the third and final game on Ragnar 6. Definitely an interesting map. The previous two games on this map, Banana and Zock have split. And it was interesting that when Zock played with Cybern, he lost. But for the third game, Banana is going to choose to play Cybern versus EF. Of course, the second EF versus EF game was probably the game of the tourney so far. Very exciting. It should be uploading now. You probably... If you're watching this video, you probably already watched the previous one. I'd like to encourage people to make playlists out of these. That would really help. Probably will end up doing that myself, but you can do it faster. Looks like a whole bunch of land. Likely, what is second air from Zock? Possibly second air. I think second air is standard on this map by these two players. And let's see if Blackheart can beat Zock with Cybern versus EF, that would be impressive. That might be one of the reasons he chose to do this. Just to show off his dominance. Of course, that could be a mistake, given that if this game makes it to the Tech 3 stage, as we've seen the previous two games, we decided at the Tech 3 stage, Cybern really suffered against the Percy, so maybe Banana can pull off some crazy micro with Cybern, or something like dropping fire beetles on top of Percy's. I'm not sure, but it's gonna take some work. I think one thing that Zock didn't do was use stealth together with the bricks, so it would have made him a little better. Things like that. Also, the artillery from Cybern is quite good with splash against groups of Percy's. But I have no idea what Banana's thinking. I probably would not have done what he did, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't have done much against either of these players. So Zock slightly ahead on power. He's got a couple more land planned. His ACU is just slightly ahead of where Banana's ACU is. Bombers and scouts, and the most unlikely anti-air unit ever. This hunter got a few shots off before getting shot in the back by a striker. But some of these inties have damage from a hunter machine gun. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of gun that is. NG and ACU getting a base going for Zock. And you can see that Banana was a little quicker. Actually, he decided not to make a factory disposition. He's going to move into the third expansion. As we see, the initial battle's in the middle. I'll put this up +2. Manta versus strikers. If it's even numbers, the striker should win. It's a slight numbers advantage for the strikers. Sorry, for the Manta. And you can see the micro. And it's actually, I think, might be paying off a little bit there. Good work from Zock. Oh my gosh. Very good work on that micro elsewhere. Because, yeah, there was a one or two more Manti with these strikers killing everybody. And now one of them is a veteran, so getting a little health back. A couple Manti run away from strikers. That's the worst thing to happen, for the Manti to get behind you. You got to chase them down. It really sucks. You really got to get a second squad to intercept them. And these can go into here and sabotage some of these missions. Of course, probably doesn't know that that's happening. Both players with air. One thing to note, how they collect their air in one group somewhere. And here, actually, the Jester, Banana is going to have to use the Jester to get a big advantage early on. That's what Cyber needs to do. That's what Zock did in the first game. He got a big advantage, but it wasn't big enough to balance it out against the Percy. But these Jesters, see how well they do. And of course, if Banana wins this game, it's 5-1. It makes it almost impossible, I think, for Zock to win the tourney. However, if Zock wins 4-2 score, it really becomes anybody's game, I think. So it's a critical game for Banana. Zock, he's really fighting for survival, given that 4-0 hole that he found himself in early on. Looks like air domination from Banana, as Banana is dropping off And you do not want to lose air against Cybern early on, exactly because of the gestures. And it also seems like, yeah, this is a great drop. Zaki is going to be a bit of on the back foot here, as the gesture is going to assault these units without any kind of retort. The unretorted gesture in the middle. And an opportunity to kill Interceptor. Some flag going up, more air factories for Zock. He's going to attempt to remedy. Oh, this is great. The Manti finished their mission. They're going to go on a second mission. Jesters are going to harass everything they can on this map. But this one's just hanging out, doing nothing. Oh, wow, this is a ballsy transport. I thought he was going to just drop off and assault the power. Instead, he's got bigger plans. Although dropping here could be dangerous. There's Artie and flag and a factory. But that's 5. Oh, just in time. And this could be really bad. That's 4 Manti still alive, and they'll kill that Artie easily. There's some strikers standing by as well. In the middle, it does appear the strikers have taken over. Do we see Tech 2 from anybody yet? I don't think so. Quite a bit of assist here for Banana. Banana is significantly ahead on power. However, the air advantage, I think, is sort of slipping away. I think he flew over flag here a little too long. Took more damage than perhaps he needed to. As the ACU for Zock is going to move to the middle. And the strikers, and so many planes have been shot by land units in this game. Very uncharacteristic, I think. Big streams of strikers assaulting Banana's base. Banana still has air control over the middle battlefield. And a drop being readied as more strikers going on the raid on the right side. And this is really nice. Mantis on the ledge. Very annoying for Zock in the middle. It appears that the Manti have numbers. Manti with numbers is a really big pain in the ass given their high fire rate. And good denial with these strikers by Zock. And you can see both players doing really good raids on these weak sides. The weak side, I like to think the opposite side into which the ACU went. The ACU retreating for Banana. I was going to grab this middle expansion. Zock in the middle getting Tech 2. It's a little opportunity the way that Zock's units are positioned. I think it's an opportunity for a Banana to kill all of them. Not the way you want to face an enemy force. Now you can see they're going to be facing opposite. You want to kind of give your last order in the direction of your enemy. Although I shouldn't be one to teach people land micro. That's something I'm horrible at. Micro in general, or using the mouse, I'm really bad at. Here come a whole bunch of bombers from Zock. He's nearly done with his tech to upgrade in the middle. In terms of mass, he's ahead by about 14. So if you're playing with UEF and you have an advantage after the Tech 1 stage against Cybern, you're in a very good shape, because as this game progresses, it's going to get better and better for UEF. Although here come a group of gunships. That's 4 gunships. Those could be a major problem. We're also seeing Tech 2 air with gunships for Zock, who's making even more air factories. Tech 2 land with pillars coming out. And gunship on gunship. Gunships can shoot each other, by the way. However, these many interceptors would make that battle very uneven. And where are these gunships going to go? They're going to go directly at Zock's base. And let's see how this is going to turn out. Gunship on gunship battle with interceptors. This is a good battle, I think, for Zock. All these wrecks are going to be immediately picked up. Gunships elsewhere for Banana, denying mass extractors. In the middle, Zock has taken over. He's got radar. He's going to get some T2PDs. And respective air forces killing the enemy gunships. Although here some tech to flag for Zock coming in. Massive assist on the Tech 2 Air Factory. Not much. Where is the Tech 2 land? I don't see Tech 2 land for Banana. That could be a major issue because there is a big stream of Tech 2 units. These are a lot of pillars. Very difficult for Manti to stop these. Perhaps it'll be the gunships that will stop them. And Tech 2 flak in the middle for Zock. There's a lot of reclaim in the middle. 16 minutes in, 8,000 reclaim for Zock, 6,000 for Banana. I think Zock has claimed quite a bit more for himself for the next few minutes. Really nice rating on the right side from Banana and another rating group on the left, but not too many. Although this could be a target if Zock does not react, and a Tech 2 gunship there as well. Here's a Tech 2 expansion factory and a Tech 2 flak, or Tech 1 flak. You probably don't want to mess with, as Zock is going to initiate a Tech 2 point defense creep through the middle. And actually Banana's ACU with no upgrades going to the middle. Zock getting a fairly big air force now. He's got major air production and a lot of support factories. A lot of build capacity for Zock, who's also got a significant advantage on air. And this game, I think, has gone mostly in Zock's favor. These assaults with Tech 2 gunships, they didn't really get much for Banana, and here he's attacking flak, and he's going to get an air fight in a poor position, I think, for Banana. Banana, although he is going to win this air fight. However, all this reclaim should be picked up by and Tech 2 flag. This is a supporting factory. So many supporting factories for Zock. He's really invested heavily into that. That will chase away the gunships, and this Tech 2 mass extractor primary target was not destroyed. So you can say that was a failed mission, even though it's a major air fight, but not many interceptors left in Banana's Air Force. We are still seeing some Tech 2 power, second Tech 2 power going up for Zock. We see two T2P gens for Banana. He's slightly ahead on power. And Zock continues the T2PD creep. He's already got a major base in the middle. Banana kind of very exposed in the middle. I think a nice push here from Zock is going to make it extremely difficult for Banana. I don't think he can stop this. And Tech 2 bombers sniping the power of Zock. You can see Zock is on big power stall. Excellent work. And the second T2P gen. Oh, that was just finished. We see the Air Force for Zock coming back. T1 P-gens being sniped. And the question is, will Zock's Air Force be able to take out the Corsairs? More NTs coming in. Zock attempting to rebuild his Tech 2 power. He needs more. Banana needs to get more Corsairs or gunships on the job. He needs to continue pound Zock's power. Zock is forced to pause his shields in the middle. And you can see Zock has recovered his power. He's recovered his T2P gen. That was a very good reaction. From a lot of players, this would have taken a lot longer to recover. But that was very close. If Zock was not able to recover that, I think he would have been in huge trouble. But now, he's still way ahead on the economy. This is all Manti, so they should be fairly easy to defend against. Gunships moving in as well. And let's actually check out the reclaim numbers. I imagine 11,000 Zock, 13,000. Zock is at an advantage, and he still has a whole bunch left. A lot of the fighting has happened over Zock's base, although Zock hasn't really taken too much damage except on here on the right side, and he has been doing the respective damage on the left side of Zock. And the force in the middle is really Tech 2 versus Tech 1 on land, together with a very nice supporting ACU, which makes it quite unfair for Banana, who is now retreated fairly deep into his home base and is going to hide in the pond. And at some point, he's probably going to think, I just got to go for a snipe, make 20 Corsairs, and try to snipe Zock, who is relatively unsafe here. There are some shields, there are some Tech 2 flak, but Yeah, here are the Corsairs. He needs a couple more if he wants to have a realistic chance. And actually here, Banana could get himself in trouble. As Zock pushes through with his Tech 2 Force. Nothing that can stop it. And actually another Tech 2 Force elsewhere. It's not looking very good for Banana. Good looking missile launchers on this ledge. Makes him fairly safe. These two forces are going to reunite after eliminating much of Banana's expansions. Zock has to think about safety. He is between two shields, and he's going to make a third. It's going to be nearly impossible to snipe. However, there is no reason not to try, because accidents do happen. Things like a sudden power stall and the shields go down. It is known to happen. And Corsairs will get the job done for you. When was the last time somebody got mercy sniped? I think it's been ages. But people get sniped by Corsairs every day. Probably the best sniping unit. Looks pretty badass, actually. Yep. Sniped by Corsairs all the time. TMDs. Yeah. I think it's a 4-2 in favor of Banana. The next map will be Niflheim, which I'm not really sure who has an advantage. Lushan has made some predictions on the forum, and he chose... I'm not sure what he chose for this map, but for Niflheim he did choose Zock to win, which would make it a very even tourney, which is great. The Tech 2 land continues. He's going to go toward the main base as we see this snipe attempt come in. One shield is down. Zock still has 3 operational shields. Yep. 4-2. Banana suicides before getting killed by a whole bunch of pillars. This is one of the shorter and most one-sided games of this tourney so far.